What is up, you beautiful people from all around the globe? I don't know how this happened, but I actually missed a video from ATEEZ that has been released 10 days ago with Guerrilla. Now, this video or this song was actually announced to me on my Amazon Music account, and I was like, hold up, why is this such a famous song? But I just never heard of it, nor did I see the MV. So today we are going to be checking out ATEEZ with Guerrilla. And for the people who don't know, I'm a big fan of all the MVs that ATEEZ comes out with. I mean, they're all just phenomenal, actually. Like always, before we start with today's video, just make sure you hit that like button, make sure you subscribe if you do enjoy the content you're about to see. And of course, guys, if you got any recommendations, you know where to put them, down in the comments. Alrighty, let's press that play button because this is going to be a well-deserved time. They really need a bit of an update though with their intro. I don't know, it seems like a little bit outdated with the 3D effects. Maybe they can just throw a little bit more money at the budget next time. Come on, ATEEZ, that's the one thing that I always talk about. Like, it's getting better, like compared to the first videos, but bit by bit, you know? What is this, World War II? Hold up. What was that? Was he? I need to see the mask beforehand. One sec. This is... Whoa. Wait, what? I mean, you can see what they did here is really, really smart. So basically, this is awesome. This is what I love about good CGI, good effects, good transitions. So this is actually a person that we see here right now. And then all of a sudden, they swap it over to a mask. But the transition is super clean. In other words, we have person 1 and the ATEEZ member as person 2 behind him. And they're using that hand as a transition point, as a fading point for revealing the mask. Man, this is really the best, in all honesty. Yeah, I think so. The best CGI I've seen in a long time. I love it. I love it when you can see some really good elements thrown at an MV, especially K-pop, because in a lot of times the CGI normally gets neglected. And on top of that, this looks like a really, really cool sound system, you know, for in a house. Like a 360 sound system. Maybe this is worth buying. Maybe this is even something you can buy. I don't know. Okay, I just want to say it already started quite awesome. I love how simple it is. I love how clean it is. It has really simple language to it. And it's all just about like you're watching someone through the TV. I mean, I love the black and white by itself. And also they're just playing with a couple different effects, a couple different lenses, a bit of a fisheye, a bit of a wide angle as we can see here. There we saw a fisheye, but man, this is really, really clean. I mean, some people cannot really appreciate it when it gets too simple, but I love the simplicity and what they did with it because it's so easy to follow. Beautiful. Also, this seems like that, I don't even know the location name, but I've seen it a couple of times with Shiny, with a couple other members as well. It's basically this dome, and it's a rundown place, I would presume, but it's really, really aesthetic, and I can imagine this is it as well. Maybe they're going to reveal more of it. Even here, for example, you can see how much space is in this room. You know, you can literally see him running here in this scenario here. You can literally see this member running a couple of meters, you know, into the camera, but it just shows the space and where he is currently present. It feels big. It feels basically, as you can see, it basically seems as like there is no walls, no end, no beginning. But I like that. You can even see that with the movements. And again, it's just about selling that idea, that there is a much bigger space than what we can actually see from a studio. Yeah, ATEEZ really knows how to set down a good MV. Also, very nice transition here. I was just wondering if this phone booth is the same phone booth with that song with Minho. I forgot what it was. Doesn't even matter. Another thing that I wanted to say was actually this transition here. We're basically going from outside the truck, inside the truck. But just look how well they did it. You know, they really are focusing in and then all of a sudden they're inside. They're two different shots, but it works. It's about keeping that transition clean. Yeah, I love it. You can just see all the different perspectives out of this video. It's beautiful. I'm trying to think where I saw this artistic choice before, but it seems a bit like if I read this book, I don't know if you guys know it, but it seems like we're going to that, World War III, Big Brother is watching you, that modern era. It has a bit of a communistic feel to it as well. Like, it looks a bit like Russia because all the buildings look similar, but this really looks as if we're looking at an art style, a comic art style, which I actually like. This post-World War II Cold War era. It's really nice, actually. It's nice how they tried to implement it into an MV. Do you guys also see it or not? Hold up, can we actually put on some subtitles here? Because I keep forgetting it. Maybe this is how I can understand some of the song at least. Also, beautiful choice of lens here, because you can see this is a very small room. You can see that all the members are more or less on top of each other, but because of the fisheye, it makes it look bigger than what it actually is. Again, it's about keeping it creative, keep pushing it, and playing with your assets, playing with the elements that you have available to you, and they really know how to use it. I really wonder what production team is behind all of these ATEEZ videos, because they just tend to not disappoint me at all. It's amazing. Also, you can see a little bit of that grain effect. I don't know if you guys can see it on YouTube, but you need to have a bit of an eye for it. But you can see like this older TV grain effect on top of the video. And again, it gives me that post-World War II, post-Cold War type of look to the MV, which is nice. Also, I wanted to quickly point out here that I actually like this black and white concept. I remember from now, the first time I ever saw it was actually with BTS and Mic Drop. In Mic Drop, they also have this element where all of a sudden everything is white and there's some silhouettes moving around, everything that's black. But I really like that idea. It just gives this idea that they're really in a different world, and it really just... It's okay, it's okay to reuse what other people did, because if something is good, why change it? I mean, they're making their own thing out of it, which I love, but it's not bad, to see it again. I love this effect. Also, how they play a lot with the camera as well. The camera is like an eye, and then they try to destroy it, like he's banging his head against it right now, and then the glass breaks, as you can see here. Amazing job. Was that a one take, by the way? One sec, because he was upside down, no? Really, really cool. And then the camera turns around, and it was nearly a full take. You can see that all of a sudden there was a cut. Let's have a look where that was. It was here, but it was still a very nice element, from turning from upside down, up straight again. Good job here. Really creative again. This is the thing about ATEEZ. They just tend to surprise me because they always introduce something new to them. So basically we have the first member here singing his part. There we go. And then all of a sudden the second member, comes on by the TV, or he's introduced onto the TV, and it basically becomes from a solo part into a duet part. Even though the second member is not visible in real, he is visible over the monitors. Really nice. Really using the technology, which is great. Okay, before we get into the main part, let's have a look at this transition again. I don't know who this artist actually is, but you can clearly see again, they're using that same type of effect again. Okay, so here we have person one, and then all of a sudden, they're using basically some masking on the mask itself that he's pulling off from the member. So the member's also wearing actually a real mask. He's pulling it off, and then boom, you can see that all the hair and everything disappears from the first person. It's a really clean job on CG. Fantastic. I don't know how they did it, but you can see they really did a good job here with some of their budgeting and everything. Oh yeah, this for sure. I forgot what country it is, and I'm really bad at history, but what does this remind you of? Doesn't it remind you of that statue where the flag is also being put into the ground? You guys, I think, know what I'm talking about. I'm going to put it onto the screen if I can find it, but this is beautiful, you know, and this is also what I'm referring to. They're going back to that World War II Cold War. I don't know if it's either or, but I need to check it out. But either way, it's a really cool reference, and to use that reference as an idea to film from. Really nice. Especially this part. It really reminds me of that that statue. Or was it China? I really don't remember. I need to have a look into it. But I would have posted a picture right now anyway. Really good use of focusing. I love it as well, just, you know, there's something that I saw only 2 weeks ago and I started appreciating it, that not everything has to be in focus for it to be beautiful. Because I was doing a photography shoot with someone and I saw this photo that was completely blurry, but it added so much mystery to it because it was generally really well saturated with colors, and you're like, what is actually happening in the picture? Same thing happening here. This breathing effect, really nice. Also the blimps. Hold up, that's actually the proof again that they are in this dome. There you go, you can see it right here. I think it's a great location. I don't know where this location is, but I'm happy that SM Entertainment and many other generally any other entertainment groups are using it. It's fantastic for music shoots. It has a real rough vibe to it, and you don't have to do too much to it. I mean, we know that the balloon here is fake, the blimp, but that's it. Wow, clean transition. Amazing. Man, literally, ATEEZ is literally not disappointing. Hold up, we're getting something else? Someone is at the gate. It looks like a kid. I don't know what that means, to be honest. Do you guys know what that means? Did he just escape school? Did he just come out of kindergarten? What actually does this mean? Let's have a look. Prestige Academy. Again, could just be a private school. I have no idea. But man, this is episode 1. I'm always just excited to see more and more of ATEEZ. So yeah guys, that is ATEEZ with Guerrillas, and I must say this is a very interesting MV purely because it has so much flavor to it. Now, is it their best MV out there? It's really hard to say because it has a really different touch to it. The one thing that I love about it is that they made sure that all the special effects have a very good budget to it. I mean, the way they transformed those people, you know, wearing basically they were people and then they pretend as if the masks were taken off. This is amazing. I love it when something is done right, and ATEEZ is really showing that not everything has to be CGI, not everything has to be green screen. Everything can be as minimalistic as possible, but the entertainment group also knows that as long as they focus on the right elements, on the right effects, and do them properly, you get such a high value video out of it. And to me, this is so far one of the highest value videos out there, where they really just made sure that all the small details make sense in an MV. There is just nothing to complain about here because it is all just an artistic choice, but you can also pick up that artistic choice. It's easy to understand, it's easy to follow, and of course the references also make a clear sense, which I just adore. Again, a video should speak for itself, and you should not need to read an article online to understand an MV. It should be self-explanatory, and if it cannot do that, then the MV did a bad job. So that is always my standpoint in an MV. But yeah guys, what do you think of ATEEZ and Guerrilla? Do you like it? Do you not like it? If you do like it, and if you don't, of course, make sure to say why in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts as well. And of course, if you have any suggestions on videos you want me to check out next, make sure to put them down in the comments below as well. Guys, thank you very much. If you did enjoy, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you subscribed, and guys, I'll see you on that next video. Like always, stay awesome.